Oh!
You ready, buddy? Get out. You gotta get out. You might have to guard Michael Jordan. You gotta be ready.
We're gonna have a competition. Whatever team loses, you guys owe me 10 push-ups, okay?
They're teaching them about, you know, footwork, agility, and you see that over at that station where they're doing the foot fires and the defensive slides, and then we have them over there dribbling. Then you have shooting at 2 stations, you know, just basic fundamentals, things that they can have some fun with.
Okay. Hi, nice play.
Basketball is a fun sport, and every kid, I don't care who it is, if you just put him out on the court and he never played before and left a ball laying on the floor, he'd pick it up and try and put it in the basket. It's just something that's intuitive, and so kids, they enjoy this.
Okay, good shot. Good shot, my man.
This Special Olympics opportunity provides them a forum for their athletic prowess, and it does a lot for their self-esteem. It goes a long way in helping them feel like they can compete. And when you've got 1,200 kids in your school, it's kind of hard for anybody to feel special. This just provides them an opportunity to feel like they're the best.
We're happy to do this. I think we get much as out of it as they get out of it, especially myself. I love to see kids smile and have a great time.
Hey, they really know the true meaning of enjoying little simple things, and it's great.
They know who all the Hawks are, and it's a day that they'll remember for a long time.
This is the 6th year that the Hawks have held these clinics.
The Washington Bullets' Chris Webber had one simple goal: to play an entire season. His career has been sidetracked by a shoulder injury, but now that he's healthy again, Chris is reunited with his friend and teammate, Juwan Howard. And together, they'll try to lead the Bullets into the playoffs.
Strickland to Webber again. Oh, yeah. Webber off to Howard. Tipped in by Webber. Now they play 5-on-4 into Kemp. Blocked by Webber. Well, Chris Webber has done it all tonight.
He's done it all.
How does it feel finally now to look like you have a clear season ahead of you?
I tell you, I sat back and watched you a lot last year and watched basketball a lot and all the basketball shows, and it was hard.
How did you handle the frustration?
I think my family, talking to my family and my friends, you know, they knew I was down. They knew that it was hard for me not to be playing, and they made it easier for me.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Juwan. First, on the court.
On the court, I think I know what he's thinking before he knows what he's thinking, and vice versa.
Chris Webber can handle the ball. Nice pass for the Howard scoop.
Webber to Howard. Nice move to elude Jason Kidd. A great pass to Webber. Howard to the lob to Webber. Those two are cooking tonight.
You guys have some sort of coded language or signals?
Well, Juwan has big ears, and he can move his ears on the court. I don't know if he knows. And he'll do like that sometimes with his ears. No, I'm just joking. We're definitely close. And what's great about it is I have a guy at work I can talk to about my problems. So I think we've helped each other more just in everyday walk of life than we have on the court.
Webber, a strong move for the slam. Oh, is that a message?
Well, I know you kind of get that look.
Yeah.
What does that look mean?
I really don't know. It's funny because I have 2 different personalities, and I think the court is where I get to live all my fantasies, and I get to just express myself. And last year sitting out, I realized how much of expression is in basketball. I love playing ball more now than ever before, and I think that's basically what it comes down to.
Apparently, they call Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen the Dobermans.
Oh, this is what assistant coach Johnny Bott calls unleashing the Doberman. Pressure on the basketball.
If you had to pick a dog that was descriptive of how you and Juwan play, what would the dog be?
Maybe a Rottweiler. I have them, so I guess I'm familiar with them because they're very friendly dogs, but they're only aggressive when you make them aggressive. So I like to think when we're on the court, we're aggressive, but we're friendly dogs, friendly guys the rest of the time. Dino, come here.
Now, did you train them yourself?
I'm working with training them myself. As you see, they don't come when I call.
You're working with the trainer yourself.
Yeah.
So they're not exactly trained yet, is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
We're going to go play with your untrained Rottweilers.
Right.
But I should feel fine about that.
Right, exactly, because they won't message.
Here, let's see. You call one, I bet they come.
Okay. Izzy, come here. Izzy. Oh,
You?
come on,
Not
don't
yet.
do this
Try
to me.
again.
Izzy, come here. Izzy, come here. Izzy, come here.
Here they come. Yay!
Izzy.
So close.
Those are my babies, even though they don't listen to me.
It's probably what your mother said.
Right, exactly.
So, Chris, last year, the Bullets improved significantly. This year, they've added some new players. Do you really have the sense now that this is a team on the rise?
I have the sense that we're a team going to be on the rise. You know, Rod Strickland, he's a great point guard, and just having him here, everybody knows about Juwan and Big George, and, you know, we've gone through so much together. We all have something to prove. We're not out there for egos, but we're out there because we feel like these 13 guys have been through so much that it's time for us to win.
Well, being
a leader out there on the floor, I'm trying to do that.
When you look at Mookie Blaylock, as he goes, so go the Hawks.
If you get the guys to listen to you and come together, it makes the game easy.
Go through, Tom. As the floor leader of the Atlanta Hawks, Mookie Blaylock has earned the respect of his teammates as well as NBA opponents. And he's the man the Hawks go to when the game is on the line.
Gets into Blaylock. Blaylock, clean look at the bucket. Made it! And Mookie Blaylock won the game.
Blaylock's NBA career began in New Jersey, but when the Nets took Kenny Anderson in the 1991 draft, Mookie knew he'd have to go elsewhere to blossom as a player.
It was tough. I felt like I didn't get a chance up there in Jersey, but the trade was a great trade for me. I came to Atlanta. They welcomed me in very well. It made me feel good. You know, I came out and had a pretty good year, made the All-Star team, and you know that was a great year for me.
One swing. Stacey got middle. Granger getting straight back. Fish up.
Once regarded as a defensive specialist, he's worked hard to become a complete player, the kind of player Coach Lenny Wilkins depends on to run the team.
He has the talent. He has the quickness, the agility. He can penetrate.
Mookie's going to take it through the paint for two. Mookie Blaylock.
He can push it up the court. He can make the play to people.
Fast break to Blaylock. 3-on-1. Corbin for two.
Certainly, we need that kind of direction in the backcourt.
Although his offense has improved, his play at the other end has always been his trademark.
I really like to go out and play some defense. You know, I thrive on that. That's my game.
Blaylock is always among the league's leaders in steals, and for the last 3 years, he's been named to the NBA's all-defensive team.
You got to have it in your heart to want to go out there and play the defense.
And the Hawks are hoping that his all-around skills will help them soar in the Eastern Conference.
6 seconds left. Blaylock! He hit another one!
You got to have a player on your team that can lift people up, that can make other guys better, if you're going to have a chance to compete. And he makes other players better.
Yes, sir. Good teamwork there.
We got the people on this team that can step up and be some good players and do the things when you go to the playoffs. And we can be a very competitive team.
As Atlanta's floor leader, it's Blaylock's job to unify an Atlanta team that now has some key additions.
You can't go out there and expect 3 guys to go out there and win a ball game. You got to have all 5 to go out and play, and that's what's part of winning. You got to go out with a team attitude, and that's getting the job done.
When I was younger, especially in the open floor, I thought about always doing something crazy.
There's going to be a show.
In the open floor, I felt like I was in my own world.
Showtime! Wilkins, look out! For 14 seasons, NBA fans, including myself, have enjoyed watching the human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins, but now that film has opened to a new audience in San Antonio, where Nick signed as a free agent and is playing extremely well for the Spurs.
It's the latest stop in his basketball journey. Last year, Wilkins took his game overseas, winning a championship in Greece. But at age 36, he has brought his career full circle by returning to the NBA.
I'm Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film.
Showtime!
The human highlight film, the sequel. I missed it. You know, just the guys, the competition, just the atmosphere. I missed it, and I'm just glad to be back.
Difficult shot for Neek, but he didn't get 25,000, making just easy ones.
You know, the thing I wanted to do come back in the league, I didn't just want to be just a role player. I wanted to be a guy who would be an integral part in a team and helping them win.
You still a human highlight?
maybe I'm just human now.
Having him on the team, you have a guy that people respect. He used to hurt us before when he played with Atlanta and played with Boston.
You know how hard it is to guard somebody like that?
But now he's giving us that punch. He's making threes for us.
Neat. For three. Got it.
And I'm excited about it.
18 first-half points for the 36-year-old from the University of Georgia.
People always ask me, well, how can you still do these things at, you know, at age 36? And I always tell people, what does 36 supposed to feel like? I mean, I guess people, when you hit a certain age, they expect you automatically to slow down and not be a factor, you know, in this league. And, you know, I can still do things a lot of 26-year-olds can't do.
I was doing that dunk in high school, 10th grade.
You know, you could never guess that a guy, you know, 36 who's been jumping for the last 15, 16 years can still get up like he does. But, boy, he comes out in the game, gets some rebound dunks that make you jump out of your seat.
Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins. Dominique.
It just feels real good to be back, you know. You really don't know how much you miss it until you're gone. Now I know how Jordan felt. Even though at the time he wanted to retire, he really missed the game. And that's the reason he came back, because he still loved to play. And that's the same thing with me. I just love to play the game. Coming to an arena near you. Is that cool?
With the
See how announcers get all strung out and visit an old friend of mine down in San Antonio. EO. In this edition, a rewind. Hey, there's Madman. He must be late for something. Must be rewind. Friday, it's Jalen Rose.
From midcourt, Jalen Rose. We're going to have fun tonight.
But the Spurs didn't have much fun as they forgot the first rule of basketball, putting the ball in the basket. Let's see if this guy's a good shot. No, well, how about him? One more time, sorry.
His shot no good. Boy,
they're still shooting, but we got to move on. Saturday, I guess they could have used Charles Barkley because the Chuckster is going to chuck one from half court.
He throws it up. Charles Barkley puts a cap on the quarter.
And it's even better when you put a cap on the game, like Dan Marley did to beat the Bulls.
Absolutely a beautiful play.
And he called home to tell everybody about it. Sunday, talk about walking a fine line. Check out Latrell Sprewell doing the balancing act. And then Ref Bruce Alexander takes it a step further with a high-stepping dance act. He was my gym teacher. Monday! When I was down in San Antonio last year, I made a lot of new friends.
Am I Rashad gave you that cap? Ahmad, you are just Lord. You are well known. You are known at the Cowboy Museum here in San Antonio.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Tuesday, when a mascot makes you look silly, there's just one thing left to do.
Well, you know, I pride myself in my game preparation. Take that, you mascot.
Oh, you got him. With time, running down, can Marley do it again for the Heat.
Spotted up. Marley's triple.
But there's still time left for another guy to be the hero for Sean Leonard.
Leonard a double punch and it went down at the buzzer.
Wednesday, we head to Boston for the game of the week. The Raptors, Hubert Davis comes back.
Court pass comes to Rogers. Gives it to Davis. Open shot. Tie game. For the game.
Three overtimes, but the Celtics survive.
Rogers got it. To Fox. Yes! Boston wins.
While Michael Jordan hangs in midair and jams. But before they came along, one man started it all by taking the game way above the rim. He is none other than the Dr. Julius Erving.
As the league marks its 50th anniversary, Julius is being hailed as one of the true pioneers. Not only is he the third leading scorer in basketball history, he brought an entirely new dimension to the game. In the 1960s, important changes were taking place all across the United States, touching every part of society. And change was also coming to the world of basketball, thanks to a young college star named Julius Erving.
I think by my freshman year, I recognized that there was a little bit of difference between my game and the other kids.
Look out! Slam dunk! Oh, doctor!
I think to be a great superstar who is creative and to be a change agent in your sport, you really can't put any limitations on what you might do. The angles get blocked and the lanes get blocked and, somebody's got you by the throat and you end up throwing it up and it hits the ball just right and it goes in. So there's a degree of luck, but it's luck that you made, not luck that just happened.
First person I saw was Julius Erving, and he brought so much creativity to the game.
Here comes Julius Erving. You know what's next. Oh, what a shot by the doctor.
You know, the under the hand against the Lakers where you're behind the basket. We all tried to do it once he did it.
What a play by Irving. That's the play that only Julius could make.
I guess I would have never had those visions if I hadn't have seen Dr. J in his time.
I definitely remember Julius Erving. I was at that stage, I guess, where I really got into basketball when he was sort of in his prime. Dr. J, to me, was the NBA. And I just remember him dunking on everybody.
Stolen, I think, by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Dr. J was a beautiful basketball player. You know, grace, style, fly through the air. He dominated games when he wanted to. Dominated. And he just said, okay, that's it. My show tonight, I'm going to affect the whole game. He just dominated, and dominated with grace and style. Oh, man.
Julius Erving, an incredible shot.
Even looking back at it now, and I'm in the NBA and I'm playing, and I appreciate even more the stuff that he's done.
He played above the rim. He played around the rim, underneath. You know, he did a lot of different things, and you have to give the credit to Dr. J.
Many of today's players for injury, but now that he's healthy again, Chris is reunited with his friend and teammate, Juwan Howard. And together, they'll try to lead the Bullets into the playoffs.
Strickland to Weber again. Oh, yeah. Weber off to Howard. Tipped in by Weber. Now they play 5-on-4 into Kemp. Blocked by Weber. But Chris Weber has done it all tonight.
Done it all.
How does it feel finally now to look like you have a clear season ahead of you?
I tell you, I sat back and watched you a lot last year and watched basketball a lot and all the basketball shows, and it was hard.
How did you handle the frustration?
I think my family, talking to my family.
We're happy to do this. I think we get much as out of it as they get out of it, especially myself. I love to see kids smile and have a great time.
They really know the true meaning of enjoying little simple things, and it's great.
They know who all the Hawks are, and it's a day that they'll remember for a long time.
This is the 6th year that the Hawks have held these clinics.
For the Washington Bullets, Chris Weber had one simple goal: to play an entire season. His career has been sidetracked by a shoulder.
Oh! You ready, buddy? Get out. You got to get out. You might have to guard Michael Jordan. You got to be ready. We're going to have a competition. Whatever team loses, you guys owe me 10 push-ups, okay?
They're teaching them about, you know, footwork, agility, and you see that over at that station where they're doing the foot fires and the defensive slides, and then we have them over there dribbling. Then you have shooting at 2 stations, you know. Just basic fundamentals, things that they can have some fun with.
Okay. Hi, that's great.
Basketball is a fun sport, and every kid, I don't care who it is, if you just put him out on the court and he never played before and left a ball laying on the floor, he'd pick it up and try and put it in the basket. It's just something that's intuitive, and so kids, they enjoy this.
Oh, yeah, good shot. Good shot, my man.
This Special Olympics opportunity provides them a forum for their athletic prowess, and it does a lot for their self-esteem. It goes a long way in helping them feel like they can compete. And when you've got 1,200 kids in your school, it's kind of hard for anybody to feel special. This just provides them an opportunity to feel like they're the best.
And my friends, you know, they knew I was down. They knew that it was hard for me not to be playing, and they made it easier for me.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Juwan. First, on the court.
On the court, I think I know what he's thinking before he knows what he's thinking, and vice versa.
Chris Weber can handle the ball. Nice pass for the Howard scoop.
Weber to Howard. Nice move to elude Jason Kidd. A great pass to Weber. Howard to the lob to Weber. Those two are cooking tonight.
You guys have some sort of coded language or signals?